Good morning from Alor Setar, a city in northern Malaysia, and it's off the beaten track, meaning no tourists really come here, not even backpackers that are curious about Malaysia. And I came out last night without my camera, mainly just to go to the shop, and I found this place. This is off the beaten track, and sometimes you find little gems, but this time I found a diamond. So mosque over there, which we'll be going to in a minute, one of the most beautiful mosques in Malaysia. You've got some fountain there with a hat on the top. You've got the tower where you can look up around the whole of the city and the surrounding areas and the paddy fields. You've got stuff like that, and it's just too much, and there's more going down that way. Now I came from the hotel, 5-minute walk. I only came out last night just to go to the shop to get some coffee, and I was just walking down here and I was going, what is this place? With most places within Malaysia, they have the British colonial history, they've got the Dutch colonial history. This place is Malay history, and it's good. So I'm going to start here from the city square. See, so right there, and Alor Setar is a city of about 400,000 people. It's not that big. So this is meant to be the center of the square, and it's a sign that it's a royal city. Now, not a lot of information online about this thing, and there's no signs around telling me what it is, so it's a symbol. Now, as I said, this is more Malay history, but there in front of me is a British colonial building, the Balai Senai Negeri. This was originally built as a courthouse, and nowadays it is used as an art gallery, showcasing local art. And although it is open, I'm not going to go in, and that is because I am only staying here for one night, and I'm leaving in about 2 hours time. I just asked the hotel owner, because I am the only one in there, if I could extend for half an hour. He's like, yeah, no problem. So where do I go next? There is a lot to see, but I think we're going to go across over here to the mosque, and this has been described over there with the black dome as one of the most beautiful mosques in Malaysia. I mean, look at it, it's beautiful. Now, if this was Malacca, there would be hundreds and hundreds of people all in the square taking their selfies. Just me. And this is Zahir Mosque. This was built in 1915, and it is stunning. It's got 5 domes at top, all in black. Oh my god, that's stunning. And it helps that they've got the blue skies behind. Now, I went past this last night and it was pretty busy. It was call to prayers, but they have looked after this so well, even the ground as you walk around. Oh wow. I don't want to go in, or should I? I mean, the staircase is marble. Yeah, there's only so far you can walk in. Oh wow. I am so impressed with this place so far. Now, the British, when they arrived here, they didn't really think too much of it. They did put their influence with the courthouse over there. Obviously, a clock tower. Every British colonial place has got a clock tower just there. Going to go to it in a minute. But they didn't extend their influence around here as much as other places. Wow. Wow. But last night when all the lights were on this, shining the whole place up, it just looked spectacular. And there's so much over there as well, but let's go and have a look at the clock tower, see what the British did build here. If you have been following me, you saw my last video, you know that the hotel I'm staying in, I was staying in a tent. Unfortunately, the owner got in touch with me and said, don't have to stay in the tent if you want to. We can give you an upgrade to a private room, but nothing. I wasn't going to say no to that. So instead of lying in on a mattress within a tent, within a room, I had my own air-conned little room. It was amazing, and that place is recommended. But this clock tower, built in the early 1900s, and it is just across this road, one of the major monuments of the city. You can tell that I haven't got much information on it, but there's a little sign over there that I can have a read. That'll tell me everything I need to know. And the main city centre is down there with all the shopping malls, and there is a massive communication tower just there in the background, where you can actually go to the top, and it gives you an amazing view of not just the city, but the paddy fields all the way round. And the city is actually nicknamed the rice bowl of Malaysia because of all the rice that it produces. Right, this sign here, I knew it came around the wrong way. The big clock building, I could have thought of a better name. Provides a valuable service, tells them the locals nearby went to summon Muslims to prayer. Yeah, it's a Muslim style architecture. More importantly, it's telling the right time. 10 to 11. Right, I think I need to go back across the road. Come across the road from the mosque. You've got the big structure there, and then straight in front of me you've got the palace. Look at that! Right, this was built in 1735 by the 19th Sultan of Kedah, the guy who founded this city. Now, at the moment, this building's used for weddings, official functions, state council meetings. I do like that the sign there puts that in order as weddings first. Now, you can't get in, otherwise I would have a field day of just walking around. Yeah, it's all locked up. Damn! And then you've got the sign, Alor Setar. big letters saying you've never heard of us, but you need to come down. So from here you've got a little archway. Now that archway used to be part of the palace over there. Got demolished but got rebuilt not too long ago to the original specifications. So yeah, 2008 rebuilt. Wow. And when I came here last night, just bimbling along trying to find a 7-Eleven, and me going, wow, what's this? And then all of a sudden as I got closer, all the lights went on. So I thought I'd set off a trip switch for them to put the lights on. Then I realised what time it was, about 7 o'clock. It just went on automatically. And then you've got this place, which is a tower which looks after the musical instruments of the state, most notably the Nobat. I haven't got a clue what a Nobat is. I'm assuming it might be a guitar or a drum, but the Nobat is one of the oldest instruments in Malaysia, and the instruments that are kept in here are used for state official businesses, weddings, funerals. They do like the weddings over here, don't they? Wow. Can we look in? So there's a little gap in there which I've tried to see through. All I could see was a table and lots of chairs. They're definitely not musical instruments. But, wow. And then you still got the clock over there. And then you got this thing here. Everything is close together. And like I said, there is other things to do. There's a river further on down that way. And I try to find out if there's a waterfront down there. And I'm hoping that I've got enough time to go. So this is the High Court building, which is confusing because that was originally a court building when it was first built, and this was built in November 1922. Well, not built in one month, it was opened then. Again, I don't think we can go in. Seems to be a guard. Wow. So there's a little sign down there just seeing what this is right now, and it is a gallery which showcases the vast collection belonging to the late Sultan. I can't say his name, it's underneath, which includes the royal lineage charts, photographs, personal effects and memorabilia of the Sultan, as well as other members of the royal family. But it's closed, can't get in. So this was recommended by one of my subscribers, and every now and again I'll listen to what they say and actually go somewhere that they recommend. And I am so glad that I've come here. As I said, my hotel, 5-minute walk. I tried to find a shop last night, all this was lit up. I didn't have my camera with me. My phone was on very little power, so I couldn't take any photographs. And when you think how much history is in Malaysia, and that they sort of concentrate on all the British and the Dutch colonial, why don't they come here? Why? So I am curious to know what the Nobat instrument is, but it's not an instrument, it's a collection of musical instruments, which includes, and these are all royal musical instruments, a long trumpet, a double reed flute, royal drums, a small kettle drum, and of course a gong. You need a gong, and they're all kept in there, and it's usually for royal weddings and royal funerals and anything else that's royal. So I wonder how often they come out or if they're looked after. Love to have a go at the gong. So I've left the city square behind and I'm just having a walk down here. You've still got remnants of British colonial buildings, and like most places in Malaysia, there is a British colonial church around here, St. Michael's. Unfortunately, it's about a 3k walk about that way, which is a bit too far for me to go and see, and it's not, as I've read online, a spectacular one, but it's just a remnants of British colonial rule of the area. Now, I did walk past here last night from the other side, and this was lit up like a Christmas tree, and it is a bit of a park. And there you can just see the communications tower, and my research last night said it's the second tallest tower in Malaysia, which I take with a pinch of salt. Everything seems to be either the tallest or the second tallest in Malaysia. But this looks like a nice little park. Well, I like this. Bit of shade that you can just sit under. I wonder how much it is to get to the top. I might have a quick look. And if you want to do some shopping, there's a mall there. I've just come outside of the park just to have a look. I mean, you've got that there, you can see the lift going up. But across the road is Istana Kuning, which is the yellow palace sitting across this road. And this was built in the 19th century, and it was used as the royal residence of the Sultan at the time. It's not being used for much at the moment. I've just waved at the guard and he's not waved back, so don't know if he allowed in or not, and he didn't look too happy about me, so I'll have a wander away. But yeah, let's try and find out if it costs much to get up there. So I'm at the bottom of the communications tower. Oh, there's a door. Right, let's have a look. Right, I've just been in, and it's two prices. There's the observation deck, which is 10 ringgit, and oh my god, there's loads of kids. And the second one is the highest one, is 36 ringgit. Now, unfortunately, they don't take Apple Pay. I have no cash on me, and I'm quite keen to look at the observation deck. 10 minutes, cheap, just to have a quick look around, see if I can see the church from here, and then point it out. So, you know, I've still got time, and the hotel's just there. So yeah, let's have a wander. Guess somebody come back. So I've been back to the hotel. I've now got my ticket, and I'm now in the observation deck. But all the kids that were here beforehand are now queuing up to get to the top, and I'm behind them all. So it's going to be a little bit while before I get to the top. And the queue's gone down a lot. But it's 10 minutes to get in to the observation deck. and this might be a good view. So even though there was room in the lift, they've told me to wait. So I'm going to get the lift all by myself to the top. I could have gone up with them. And I'm at the top and kids everywhere. Now it's a bit windy and noisy, but you get a chance to see the city from afar, from the top. Hi. And it's beautiful, even over there. Some random rock in the middle of nowhere. Wow. Now I've no idea where the church is. Is that stadium over there? So I've got kids bumping into me now. And then all of a sudden it went quiet. All the kids have disappeared to the other side. But that's where I was a couple of hours ago, down there in the square. Wow. And you can just see in the distance the paddy fields. Yeah, the kids have all gone. I can still hear them. And that's a good view of the mosque. So, pretty good views. Really, really good views. And obviously if I paid an extra 13 I could have gone a bit higher. But I've got to save my money. But yes, stunning. This town, city, is amazing. No tourists. No tourists at all. People are friendly. Oh, what's that down there? Try and get it focus. That looks like a fort, and there's an open gate to get into it. Oh, and I haven't got the time. I have not got the time. So when I went back to get my money, I've checked out and moved my bag into the downstairs area, and I've just texted the owner to say I'm just popping up to the tower and I'll be back to leave. This is definitely a place that I could have stayed for a bit longer, so much longer, as long as they keep the kids away. So coming back down, I had to wait for all the kids to go into the lift in their little groups before I came back down, so eventually I was the only person at the top up there, and just peace and quiet and the views from the top, just amazing. But now we'll come back down. I've just seen this map, so maybe they are taking the tourism just a little bit so it's about the tower there. So obviously we're in the middle there, and there is so much. And then over here, oh, there's the Yellow Palace. Oh, technical info. Did it say if it's the second highest in the world? Oh, sorry, in Malaysia? No, but still interesting. So that was Alor Setar. Alor Setar, a place that you've never heard of, but now you want to go. It's lovely. I really like this place. It helps with the weather, blue skies, sunshine. It helps that the hotel that I stayed in was just perfect, and I'll put the name of the hotel in the description, only because I can't remember what it's called at the moment. I've just found a little seat and table. But just even the square where just walking around with no tourists, happy to take so many selfies without hundreds of thousands of Westerners in the way. I like it, really good. But it's time for me to go. I'm leaving in about half an hour's time, and I need to look at a map to find out where I'm going. But I'm heading north, and the next place I go to will be the last place in Malaysia before I head over the border to Thailand. There's a bus station just down the road which I need to go to find out where places are available. But the next video will be at the next town, city, wherever it will be. So if you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you've had a really nice time seeing everything and exploring everything from that big boy there to the city square, and there's so much I've missed out because I just haven't had the time. Then you've just got to press that like button. But until the next time, I'm off to get my bags. Bye bye for now.